Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive paradox, right at the heart of modern business. We're going to look at how AI is practically turning our back-end infrastructure into this highly efficient, almost utopian powerhouse, but at the exact same time, it's creating a notoriously leaky front end that is literally keeping security teams up at night. So, let's dive into how AI is acting as both the ultimate builder and, well, a potential wrecking ball.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Think about the legacy cloud for a second. It was static, right? Very reactive. A traffic spike would hit, servers would crash, and some poor human had to frantically, manually spin up compute power. But today, the cloud has evolved into this incredible, intelligent ecosystem. We're talking about a self-optimizing, predictive architecture where AI actually merges with the infrastructure to anticipate what you need before you even know you need it.
So to really grasp this, we have to talk about the autonomous cloud ecosystem. In this kind of environment, machine learning models are continuously learning from real-time data to optimize your storage, your databases, and load balancers. And get this, zero human intervention is required. None. It doesn't sit around waiting for things to break. These predictive algorithms are actually forecasting demand and actively scaling your systems before performance even has a chance to drop. It's literally infrastructure with a brain.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive operational benefits of letting AI run your cloud on autopilot. Let's go rapid fire here. First up, predictive scaling, expanding your setup before the traffic even hits. Second, real-time machine learning optimization, which is just constantly tweaking performance in the background. Third, AI-driven FinOps to aggressively slash costs. And fourth, anomaly detection. This catches irregularities and kills outages before they ever happen. This whole combination shifts the entire paradigm of how reliable and autonomous our systems can be.
Now, I actually want to pause on that financial piece for a second, because the business impact here is absolutely monumental. AI-driven FinOps, or financial operations, is actively cutting unnecessary spending. How? Well, it acts like this eagle-eyed auditor that never, ever sleeps. It spots those idle compute resources that you're paying for but definitely not using, and it instantly recommends smarter, cheaper configurations. It is driving major cost efficiency and fundamentally reshaping how companies manage their entire digital budget.
So, your backend is a self-optimizing, secure fortress. It's a total cloud utopia, right? But what happens when your employees start talking to AI? Yeah, this is where the nightmare begins. You can spend tens of millions of dollars building the most advanced, secure cloud architecture in the world, only to have it completely bypassed by a single, well-meaning employee just sitting at their keyboard.
The absolutely crucial thing to understand here is that the technology isn't inherently malicious. The problem is uncontrolled usage. Look, AI makes us incredibly fast, super productive. But the very second an employee pastes a highly confidential Q3 strategy document into a public AI chatbot just to get a quick meeting summary, or say they drop in 10,000 lines of proprietary raw code just to find a pesky bug, they are instantly exposing highly sensitive company data to the outside world.
Think about your own last prompt to an AI tool for a second, or what your engineering team might be prompting right this very minute. Look at this leak list. A simple, everyday request can easily contain source code, sensitive customer info, confidential business strategy, or unreleased financial data. It could expose your core intellectual property, internal documents, your actual security architecture, or super sensitive legal and HR information. So the crucial point is, any of these 8 critical business assets can be completely exposed in milliseconds, literally with just a single copy and paste.
Because it's just that easy to leak data, simply telling people not to do it, yeah, that just doesn't work anymore. Organizations need significantly more than a basic, standard issue don't share confidential data policy that's buried somewhere on page 40 of an employee handbook. A one-line rule is completely failing to stop the bleeding here. What organizations actually need to survive this new era is a complete, top-to-bottom structural overhaul. They need a comprehensive AI governance model.
And here is what that structural overhaul actually looks like. It's a lot, I know. To really survive this, organizations need a comprehensive framework across 10 critical areas. You need proper data classification, a strict list of approved AI tools, and you absolutely must use private or local AI for sensitive work. You need access control with least privilege, meaning users only get access to what they strictly need. Then you've got to add data loss prevention software, or DLP, to actively catch leaks, plus browser extension controls, constant employee training, rigorous AI vendor reviews, strict rules for contractors, and finally, a robust incident response plan ready to go. Whew, that is the new baseline for corporate security.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the philosophy behind all these rules is actually quite counterintuitive. Looking at a massive 10-point governance list, your first instinct might just be to block AI entirely, right? Just ban it. But banning it just forces your employees into the shadows because, let's face it, these tools are way too useful to ignore. The real goal isn't friction. The goal is to make safe AI usage easier than unsafe AI usage. You want to remove the friction from the secure path, so doing the right thing literally becomes the path of least resistance.
Let's move to the next concept and see how this builds out tactically. It breaks down into a really straightforward framework. Basically, you have to match the type of AI with the specific company workflow. So for public or generic work, employees can use public AI, no problem. For controlled internal workflows, they need to be using a secured enterprise AI environment. And for the absolute crown jewels, we're talking confidential data, source code, customer records, and IP, they absolutely must use private or local AI. Providing these clear, distinct lanes is exactly how you make safe usage easy for everyone.
Implementing all this reveals a pretty profound truth about modern business. AI safety is no longer just the IT department's problem. Designing an organization that can actually utilize AI without leaking all its value requires serious cross-departmental buy-in. It is a shared cultural responsibility across leadership, legal, security, and operations. Every single department has to be on the exact same page about how to adopt this technology securely.
Which brings us to the ultimate roadmap for navigating this dual-edged sword. It really just boils down to 3 sequential phases. Step 1, protect the data. Step 2, protect the knowledge. And only then, Step 3, enable AI safely. Organizations that get these 3 steps right, in this exact order, are going to be the ones that move incredibly fast. They'll harness all those utopian benefits of the autonomous cloud we talked about earlier, and they'll do it all without ever exposing their most important competitive advantages to the world.
So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to ponder as you look at your own daily workflows, your team, and your organization's infrastructure. With all this incredible power right at our fingertips, you really have to ask yourself, are you truly protecting your knowledge? Or are you just leaking what makes you valuable one single prompt at a time? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this gave you a powerful new perspective on the true reality of AI in the cloud. Keep learning, stay secure out there, and I'll catch you next time.